Have you ever wondered how to live debt-free? It's a lifestyle that brings freedom and peace of mind. It's about escaping the clutches of overspending and the trap of not saving. It's about managing your finances, controlling your spending, and making wise decisions with your money. Yes, it's possible. And yes, it's within your grasp. It all starts with understanding the common mistakes that lead to debt. Imagine the peace of mind that comes with no debt hanging over your head. First, you need to understand and prioritize your debt. This is the foundation of your journey towards financial freedom. Start by listing all your debts. These could range from credit cards and student loans to personal loans and car payments. Now let's talk about priorities. It's essential to focus on high-interest debts first. Why, you ask? Because the longer these debts remain unpaid, the more interest they accrue, which means you end up paying more in the long run. So tackle these debts head-on to minimize the overall interest you pay. While you're doing this, don't lose sight of your other debts. Make sure you're maintaining minimum payments on all your debts to avoid late fees or penalties. These extra charges can quickly add up and create an even bigger hurdle in your journey to a debt-free life. Tackling your debts head-on is the first crucial step towards a debt-free life. So take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and let's get started. Next, create a budget and savings plan. Now this might sound like a chore, but trust me, it's your first step towards financial liberation. A budget is a financial blueprint that helps you keep track of your income and expenses. It's like a roadmap to your financial goals. How do you create a budget, you ask? First, jot down your income and expenses. Then, allocate funds to your necessities: food, rent, utilities. Once you've covered the essentials, it's time to portion out some for savings and debt repayment. Remember, every little bit counts. Now, let's talk about the emergency fund. It's like a small financial cushion that can save you from falling into debt again in case of unexpected expenses. It might seem tough to save when you're paying off debt, but even a small amount set aside can make a big difference in the long run. A budget isn't about limiting your freedom, it's about creating financial freedom. Now, it's time to increase your income and reduce your expenses. So, how do we go about it? Let's start with your income. Perhaps you could consider asking for a raise or promotion at your job. If that's not feasible, how about exploring a side job or a freelance gig? Even better, you might have some unwanted items lying around that you can sell online. Every little bit helps. Now let's move on to reducing expenses. It may seem challenging, but it's often about making smarter choices. Begin by cutting out non-essential expenses. That daily coffee from the fancy cafe? Brew your own at home instead. Those high-end fashion items? Look for sales or consider second-hand options. And don't forget to negotiate your bills. You'd be surprised how often companies are willing to give you a better deal if you just ask. Remember, every penny saved or earned is another step towards your debt-free future. Living debt-free is not just a dream, it's a goal within your reach. By understanding and prioritizing your debts, creating a steadfast budget and savings plan, and making smart choices to increase income while reducing expenses, you're setting yourself up to break free from the chains of debt. Imagine the freedom, the peace of mind, the opportunities. That's the power of living debt-free. Take the first step towards your debt-free life today. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.